Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. The conundrum which I face every single day of my life is that I have too many hobbies and not enough time. So today we are fixing that. And by fixing it, I mean we're gonna practice doing our hobbies and letting ourselves have this time for like a week. And, do with that what you will. So basically, this is going to be a fun little like reading and crafting vlog where I'm going to try and get done as much hobbying as I can. So I have two very young toddlers. I have an almost 3-year-old and an 18-month-old. And the alone time that I get every day is their nap. So I have about 2-ish hours that they'll still be sleeping, hopefully, allegedly, to get done whatever hobbies or, whatever I need to get done. So today, we are going to be focusing on a sweater that I'm crocheting and reading, what's it called? Vera Wong #2. I only have 3 days left on my library hold. Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man. That's what it's called. So, I'm going to read on my Kindle and I'm going to crochet at the same time. So let me show you my crochet project. This is a sweater that I have been making. Let me take you down a little bit. So it's a fun little checker sweater, and right now I'm working on the ribbing on the bottom. I don't know why it's so ruffly. Not necessarily what I intended. Where'd my crochet hook go? Hello? There it is. So the only things I have left to do to finish this sweater is this bottom ribbing that I'm working on that I am now a little over halfway done with. I've got this side. So I just have to do this side ribbing and then a little bit of ribbing at the top. Take it back up a little bit. I don't think I'm going to... I'm trying to decide if I want to do anything on the sleeves because the sleeves are already like the perfect length. And so I don't necessarily want to add any ribbing because I don't want them to be like way too long. And I feel like it looks okay without it. So I might not add anything here on the sleeves. But yeah, I do need to finish the bottom ribbing, do the ribbing around the top, and then block it. So, and then this yarn is a little bit scratchy. Basically, the people who owned this house before us left a giant bag of yarn. And this yarn was in there and I was like, I should use that to make a sweater. So I have no idea. I'm guessing it's acrylic. There was only one label and it said that it was bought in like 1985. So this is very old yarn that has been sitting who knows where for a long time. So something that my husband's grandma told me is that if I use hair conditioner when I'm blocking it, that it can help kind of make it a little bit softer and less scratchy. So I am going to try that and hope that it works, because if not, I'll never wear this. It'll be too itchy. It's like a little bit scratchy. I don't know, maybe I could get used to it. Maybe. So yeah, that's all I have left to do to finish this. So I really want to finish this like soon. Very soon, because I'm so excited because I got this other yarn. Let me show you. Hold on. Okay. The reason I want to finish this so bad, well, I mean, also just because I have been working on it and I want to finish it, but the same grandma who gave me the blocking advice gave me a gift card for my birthday to my local yarn shop, and I got this beautiful, it's called Surrey. It's kind of like mohair, but mohair is made from goats, and this is made from alpaca. So it's alpaca with silk so that it doesn't just completely stretch out, and it is so soft. Oh, it's so soft. So I'm going to be making the Hey Hey Crochet pattern. What's it called? Let me, is there a title for it? I will link it in the description box so you can check out that pattern. I love her patterns. I've actually made, it's called the Crochet Checkerboard Sweater Vest. I have actually made this pattern before. I made a Christmas sweater vest. I'll see if I can find a picture. If not, then I'm just holding my hand here for no reason. But I I made this before with some really chunky yarn, and it turned out so good. I love her patterns. She writes them really well, really easy to understand, and they're free. And she has video tutorials, so go check that out. But she does have like a mohair version, so that's what I'm going to use this for, and I'm so excited to make it. And it's just going to be so soft, and I love the pink with like the cream. Oh, it's like such a good color combo. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I gotta finish that Vera Wong book because I only have 3 days to read it, which should be easy, allegedly. And then I also have Cannery Row by John Steinbeck checked out, and The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong checked out. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So let's just jump right in. Let's do some crocheting, let's do some reading, let's do some hobbying, because we don't have enough time to sit here and talk anymore. It has been about 2 hours. I am now 65% of the way through Vera Wong's, what is it? Unsolicited Advice for Murderers? For Dead People? What is it called? Oh, that's the first one. Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping. That's what this one is called. Sorry, I don't know why I'm having such a hard time remembering that. Anyway, about 200 pages down, and I only have this much left of my ribbing on the bottom to do, so I made some great progress. I'm actually pretty pleased with myself, if I say so myself. But I do need to go wake my kids up and pick up my husband from work. So I probably will do some more of this tonight. Hopefully I can finish this part, and then the ribbing on the top should take significantly less time because it's a much smaller area. Like I only have to do this much rather than all of this. So yeah, that should take me way less time. And I think I'm gonna do it in the brown if I have enough, because I'm running a little bit low, but I think I will. So yeah, and then we'll see if I get more reading done as well. My husband did not work out this morning, so he'll probably work out after kids go to bed. And I like to sit outside in his gym with him and read and crochet while he works out. So maybe I'll get to do that and make some more progress on this, and then we can move on to the next project in the next book tomorrow. How crazy would that be? That would be wild. Anyway, that's where I'm at. I gotta go get my kids up because we need to leave. So I will talk to you tomorrow. Hello, hello. It is the next day, and I finished Vera Wong number 2. What is it called? Unsolicited Advice for Murderers? Maybe? Let me double check. Nope. That's the first one. Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man. Why can I not remember that title for the life of me? I don't know. So I will tell you about that in a second. But I also finished my sweater. So this is what it's looking like before blocking. I tried to do some ribbing up here and it looked really weird. And I'm honestly not sure how I would fix it. So I ended up just doing this kind of like single crochet border at the top. I still have a few ends I need to weave in there. But yeah, so this needs to be blocked now, and I'm going to try it with some hair conditioner and hope that kind of loosens it up a little bit and softens it a little bit, because it is quite stiff. This turned out much rufflier than I intended it for, but I think that it is cute. When I tried to do it at the top though, it was also ruffly, but it looked more clownish than cute-ish. And I'm not a fan of that as someone who is terrified of clowns. So we weren't doing that. But I still think this is a fine and cute neckline. So yeah, this needs to be blocked. We'll do that in a second. Let me tell you about Vera Wong's Guide. No. What is it? Am I having a stroke? Vera Wong's Guide to Snooping on a Dead Man. Why can't I remember that? Anyway, let me tell you about it. I ended up giving it 4 stars. I think this is a very silly and fun time. And I think silly is the key word. Like, it's definitely like just kind of, not dumb, but just like, you have to suspend your disbelief. Things happen and you're like, okay, that happened really easily. But it's fun and it's funny, and the descriptions of food in this book were making me actually hungry. That never happens to me, but wow, the descriptions of her cooking, I was like, holy cow, I don't even like Chinese food. And it just sounded so good. So keep that in mind. Maybe don't read this if you're extremely hungry, or maybe do and then go get some Chinese food because it just sounded amazing. But yeah, overall, I think this is a really fun book. Basically, in the first book, a man ends up dead in her tea shop and she takes it upon herself to solve the murder. And then this one, she meets a girl outside of the police station, and the girl is kind of, you know, looking hesitant, and she's like, what are you doing? And she invites her back to her tea shop, and basically the girl's like, hey, I think my friend might be missing. And it goes from there. There's a whole new cast of characters, because it's very much like found family, like literal found family. Like, she's like, these people are now my family that are from the first book. And so you see pretty much every character from the first book. The only one that was like barely mentioned was Ricky, and I was like trying to remember all of their roles in the first book as well, but it's not super relevant, so it's fine. But yeah, so the only thing that I really disliked about this book is that the way they talk about social media, just because I felt like it was pretty inaccurate. Like they said, like, oh, for every 1,000,000 views you get paid $2,000. Like, that's just like a guaranteed thing, and that is so much like not the case. I'm not getting 1,000,000 views on things. My husband, however, is and has gotten over 1,000,000 views on multiple of his videos across multiple platforms. And let me tell you, if we were getting paid $2,000 for every 1,000,000 views he got, we would have a lot more money. And we are not getting paid that. So just like, some of that was like, okay, that's not how it works. And then also just kind of like, there was one character who was like the Instagrammer girl, and it just felt very cliche and like not very accurate. Like, one part that just stuck out to me in particular was this, hopefully this isn't, I don't think this is a spoiler. This might be like a very light spoiler, but I don't think so. The Instagrammer girl character was talking about how she loved reading, and that she would rather be, like, as a kid, she would like rather be reading than playing outside or whatever. And that she like had to give up her love of books for Instagram. Like, no one on Instagram could know that she likes reading. And that just made me laugh, because I feel like there's a pretty big, I mean, at least now, there's a pretty large book community, and the book community has been online for a long time. So I just thought that was kind of funny. So it was like, well, actually you could just post about books. Anyway, not super important, not a very important detail, but it was something that just kind of bothered me continuously throughout the book, because there is a lot of talk about social media and influencers and brand deals and monetization and how all that works, and some of it I was just like, oh, that's not how it works though. So anyway, overall I think it was a really fun book. I mean, I read it in a day. Today, what am I doing today? Today I need to block this sweater. I need to look up how long it's supposed to sit in the water, because I'm actually not sure. So I'm going to look that up. And then I think I can get started on the Surrey vest. And also start reading Cannery Row by John Steinbeck. I have been to Cannery Row. It is a place in Monterey Bay, California. I went to the Monterey Bay Aquarium with my husband's aunt. She took us there and it was super fun. She's the best, but it's really interesting seeing, there's a lot of Steinbeck history. There's a big statue of his characters. There's like a huge statue that has like a bunch of characters from his books, and then also like statues of him and plaques about him, and because the aquarium is on Cannery Row, because the aquarium used to be a cannery and then it was transformed into an aquarium, and they talk a lot about conservation and how like sardines and anchovies were like fished almost to extinction. So that's something that's really interesting. But anyway, so I have been there. So I think that'll make it kind of fun reading about a place that I've been to. So I'm looking forward to that. And it's not super long. I think it's like 300 pages, 250 pages maybe. So yeah, that's what I'm going to jump into. I'm going to start with blocking the sweater and then we'll go from there. Okay, so my sweater has been soaking in the water and hair conditioner for about a half an hour. So I'm gonna go get that out, dry it out, off, and then pin it. I do not own blocking mats, so I think that what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my kid's yoga mat and just pin into that. And the reason I'm using theirs is because I'm okay with there being holes in it because my son has bitten holes out of it already. Like as a baby he would like chew on it and like tear holes into it, so it's not like it's in good condition to begin with. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do to block it. But I am now a couple rows into the checkerboard vest. This is what it's looking like. Oh my goodness. Grab these. It is very delicate to work with, but it is so soft. And I think it's going to be really cute. I love these colors. I love this shade of pink. So yes, I think it's going to be extremely soft and comfortable to wear. It is so soft. Oh, it's so soft. But yes, it's very delicate and I'm having to be paying a lot of attention to where I'm putting the stitches because basically it just has this, I don't know if you can even tell. Maybe you can tell with the pink a little better. Hold on, let me see. It has a silk base. So I don't know if you can even see. Don't focus on me. Don't focus on me. This like part right here, that's the silk base. And then it's baby alpaca fur, which is called Surrey. It is what the like fuzzy stuff is. And so it has the silk base and then that's kind of what keeps it together so it doesn't just into, you know, oblivion. So yeah, I am enjoying it. I'm enjoying making it, but I am having to pay close attention to where I'm putting my stitches. So I don't know. I think maybe I could read while doing it. Maybe. But maybe not, because I might have to like actually pay attention to what I'm doing a little bit better, just because it is so delicate and it's a little bit hard to see the stitches because of how fuzzy it is as well. So yeah, I'm gonna go get my sweater out of the bowl and go from there, I guess. Okay, I put it outside because even though it looks really cloudy outside, it's super hot. It's like 90 degrees. So I'm hoping that means that the sun, like there's not as much sun exposure, so it's not going to bleach out the colors. But hopefully it will dry faster out in the heat and there's some wind rather than inside in the air conditioning, just like on my bedroom floor. So it's outside. and I'm gonna leave it there, and I'm gonna check on it tonight, and we'll see how it goes, and hopefully it's softer. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like I've reached the point. I feel like there's a point in every thing that I make for myself to wear where I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this and it looks horrible and I have failed. I hit that point every single time, no matter what. Even if I wear it all the time later, I hit that point every single time, no matter what. And I think I'm at that point right now where I'm like, what if it's super itchy and it just looks weird on me and I never wear it? I hope that doesn't happen. I'm thinking of some cute outfit ideas in my head. I just got some really cute navy blue corduroy pants that I think that it would be cute with. And I think it would be cute with my denim overalls. That could be fun. Anyway, that's where I'm at right now. So, I'm just gonna let it dry and hope for the best. And, like, did I do that properly? Absolutely not. Definitely not. There's no way I did, but that's okay. That's okay. If you are like what's the word I'm thinking of? Expert. Yikes. If you're an expert crocheter and you're watching this and you're like, hey, it would be fixed if you do this and this and this, please let me know. Like, actually tell me in the comments, because that's good information to have. I'm not claiming to be an expert here. I just make things, okay? I think with the rest of the time that I have left for today, I'm going to sit, keep working on that vest. Maybe I'll try and start Cannery Row. I don't know, I'm just like not in the mood to read right now, which is weird because like I've been in such a strong mood to read for like the past week. But right now I'm like, eh. I'm just gonna sit and relax till it's time to go get my husband, and maybe I'll read some tonight, maybe not, we'll see. I'll check in with you probably tomorrow and let you know how this whole blocking experience has gone. Hello, hi. Me from the future, quickly popping in here because I edited this entire video and then realized that I never showed you my sweater when I finished it. The blocking went well. It is still a little scratchy, so that's something that I will have to deal with, but let me see, let me move you. So this is what it looks like. I'll put it on for you real quick. So this is what it looks like. I think it turned out really cute. The back is still like kind of short and weird, but it's not so much that I think it's gonna bug me. Overall though, I think this is a win. I think it turned out really cute. So yeah, back to me from the past to tell you all the things for the rest of this video. Hello, hi, how are you? I just finished Cannery Row by John Steinbeck, giving it 4 stars, maybe even 4.5, honestly. I just think that John Steinbeck is such a fantastic author, which is like not anything groundbreaking. He's very famous for a reason, but when I read Grapes of Wrath last year, it was my favorite book of last year. I was like, wow, I need to read every single book written by John Steinbeck, and every time I finish another book by him, I'm like, man, he does it again. He just is so good at creating these characters that don't feel like characters. They feel like real people. Like it feels like you're just dropped into this town. You're just dropped right into Cannery Row and this little slice of life of these people and what they do and what they believe and how they act and the little things that they think about, and it just feels so real. And he's just fantastic at that, and I think that it's so, I find it really fascinating because it's a time period that I'm, I wasn't alive in the 1930s, obviously. And so, it's just such a fascinating time period to me, the Great Depression, and that time between World War I and World War II, and the way that people felt and the way that people lived their lives. And, like, there's a husband and wife who, like, live in an old boiler. Like, they took the pipes out of the inside and they just, like, live inside. That's, like, their house. It's where they live. And it's, like, it's just so interesting to me. Fantastic. No notes. And this is where I'm at with my sweater vest. it's working up pretty quickly. I wish you could feel how soft this is. It is so soft. But yeah, as you can see, it's looking pretty good. And I'm starting to get the hang of working with the yarn a little bit more. Still not doing it quite as fast as I think I would do just like a regular medium weight yarn, because this is so delicate. I am going a bit slower, but I feel like I've gotten the hang of all of the stitches and everything. So yeah, it's so soft. I'm so excited to wear it. So yeah, I wish that I could have a whole sweater made out of this stuff, but it would be over $100. I mean, it would probably be close to, I would guess, $300, because each one of these is $30. So I feel like if you needed 10 of them to make a sweater, that's $300. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I need to get my kids up. It's been a bit of a rough nap time. My son woke up with a fever today, and he is not feeling so good. So he's had a rough time. Had a rough time going down for nap. Had to do a lot of snuggling and book reading. So I had a little bit shorter time for myself today, but that's okay. That's why I'm here. That's my job. So yeah, gotta get them up, go get my husband from work, hope that his fever has broken. Poor dude. He's not feeling good. So yeah, and then I gotta decide what book to read next and just keep chugging away at this vest. Okay, so I did not end up filming anything yesterday, or honestly doing a whole lot yesterday. Both my kids are sick now. I don't know what they have. They had some kind of cold situation, lots of congestion and fevers, and they have not been doing great. They're fine. Like, they're okay. But they've been really fussy, and so I got barely any sleep on Thursday night. It's now Saturday. I honestly didn't get very much sleep last night either, so I'm really tired. But yeah, I think I'm gonna close up the video here. So thank you for joining me with my hobbies. Just to wrap things up, this is where I am at now with the vest. This is the front piece. I think it is going pretty well. It looks kind of small. Looks like not wide enough. I'm just now realizing. But I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. This is very stretchy. So yeah, it's very soft. I think it's going to be really cute. I love the colors. So that's where I'm at with that. I'm going to just keep on going with this. I have a few more rows to do before I do the straps for the sleeves. So yeah, I think that it's turning out good. It's very, very soft. So that's where I'm at with that. I think overall this was a great week to do lots of hobbies. I got 2 books read, which is fantastic. Oh yeah, this month I've already read 3 books, and last month I only read 5 books, and today is the 6th? Yes, today's the 6th. So I feel really good about that. Like, I'm doing much more reading this month, which is definitely what my goal was, and I feel really good about these crochet projects. Like, they're moving along. I think they're turning out good, and I'm excited about them. So thank you for joining me, doing some hobbies, spending some time, prioritizing hobbies. I always love doing these kind of vlogs. So let me know what your most recent read was. What's your most recent hobby? Do you crochet? What crochet project are you working on? Or whatever type of craft or hobby or fun thing that you like to do to fill your cup. Let me know. Tell me what you've done recently. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!